What's up, guys? Let me put my neck strap on here. Beautiful. All right, I got some Cajun boiled peanuts and a drink. I'm actually getting ready to go meet the girlfriend. I've been doing some deliveries, so we're going to River Hills Park. She's on her way right now, so we're gonna kind of cruise that way. As you can see, I got a new GPS mount. This one is much more solid, much more stable. I'm not saying it doesn't shake. It's a Chinese scooter, so it's gonna have some shakes and wobbles, but this is definitely a lot more stable. I even put an extra band around it to squeeze the phone a little harder, so. All right, let's cruise on down here. Do. Pull out here gentle. There we go. Whee! Let's go cruise back up to the park. See, it works out well. These people aren't even parking correct. They're supposed to take the circle around, so clearly they don't know how to park. We got some random dude up here. He's just chilling. Perks of having a scooter though, man. You can just ride right on up here, you know what I'm saying? Unload your stuff. There we go. Alright, girlfriend should be here in a minute, so I'll see you guys in a sec. Went down to Harbor Freight, got some more tools that I knew I was going to need. We just got done changing the float on the gas tank because the float that was in there didn't work anymore, so I wasn't able to see what my fuel is. But now we're good. Now when I turn it on, the fuel gauge goes up. Woo, and down. Just trying to hammer out the little stuff on the scooter right now that's left, so. Anyways, chuck all this. Oop, hello alarm. Actually got a whole nother alarm system on it too. Check this out. I'm gonna arm it real quick. Disarm. Very loud. So that's nice. Now I can park it in areas that I'm a little worried about. But I got to do a little bit more inside of here. I got to remove the manifold, intake manifold, and put a new seal on it. I got to get another gasket for it because we're getting a little air in the fuel line. We're getting a slight bit of air in the fuel line, which is not allowing this fuel filter to fill up properly. It's only going to the halfway point. So fortunately, we're going to have to deal with that here. And other than that, running pretty darn good, I would say. Now that I got everything connected here, we're gonna crank her up, make sure everything's going good here. So we'll turn her on, brake. I turn the idle down again. The enricher valve will kick on, make that spin for a minute, and then that'll stop spinning once the idle comes down. I also need to mount this, so this goes up here on the case, like so. That's been hanging since I got it to make sure everything was working good. So I need to mount that. It's the float overflow. We're just tuning now. We've run it for a good week now and knocking all the little kinks out of it. All the little tiny stuff that needs to be adjusted now. Now, as the idle comes down again, it should stop spinning. Just freshly tore off the whole back of this thing. There we go. Comes into a very nice idle. Perfect. Perfect, man. Perfection. I love it. I love it. Okay, she's all back together, ready to go again. That should have been the last time we had to tear down the back end of this. However, I did notice that my valve cover gasket appears to be leaking, so I ordered a new valve cover gasket for this. Hopefully that's the problem and not the head. If it's the head, it's okay. It's still a very easy job. You just got to pull the whole front faceplate out. These plastics will have to come off. This will have to come off, and then you can get to the head, and we'll go ahead. And if it gets to that point, honestly, I'm just going to put a whole new head unit on this thing. If we're doing that, I may as well just actually put some quality Honda parts on it and go from there. But as far as that, everything else has been mounted now. Drain off, everything. I got working fuel gauge. It's not leaking fuel anymore. Before I couldn't top it off all the way because the O-ring was shot for the float, so I ordered a whole new float, put it on there. As for the seat, I think I'm just going to wait until I get a parts scooter that I can find on Marketplace that somebody's parting out. Just replace the seat with a used one. I don't see, like, they're just too expensive to buy new, and honestly I see these things on part out all the time on Marketplace, so if I come across a seat I'll do it. It's not really that big of a deal, it's just a little rip. But I don't like that it's gray. There's some overspray on here. Somebody did a painting job too close to this in their garage, and it's got some overspray, so we'll have to figure that out. But everything else seems to be working. Just losing a little bit of oil, whether that's head or valve cover gasket, we'll find out pretty soon. It's running like a top, man. It's tuned well and everything's going good. So next 3 days are going to be cold. Probably not going to ride at all. It's just going to sit here, put the cover on it, call it a day. Sweet. Just got home, and there was a package in the mail. My girlfriend said something else was still coming for Christmas, but it got slowed down by Chinese delivery. She knows I'm a big Game Boy fan. She found one of these nice little arcade, rechargeable and replaceable battery one with color screen. It actually has very good audio. It's a little 8-bit system, but it's actually pretty good here. Let's see if I can turn this on so you guys can see it. Yeah, very, very vibrant, very colorful. Actually has a pretty decent assortment of games. Super Mario Bros, Mario 14, Super Mario Bros 3. Like, this is actually really, really decent. This is Ninja Turtles, Turtle 1, Turtle Fighter, Contra. Like, this has some really decent games on it. Dr. Mario, yeah. Contra 7. Like, I was going through this, I'm like, wow, this has a lot of decent games on it. I thought it was gonna suck. RoboCop, Mortal Kombat. I'm feeling it. Let's see what Mortal Kombat looks like here. Oh, nice. Choose your character, Liu Kang. And choose your opponent, I guess. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, this looks good. Hiya. Hiya. Hiya, hiya. Block, block. Hiya. It's really hard to play with one hand. But anyways, that's the update on the scooter, and just thought you guys would get a kick out of that. Girlfriend knows I love my Game Boys, so she thought this would be a neat addition to some of the games that I play on the fly. It is nice, so thank you to her. Anyways, guys, that's the scooter update. I'm home now. I'm gonna eat some dinner, and I'll catch you guys on the flip. A toodaloo.
Go home, folks.